Obama admonished Scotland for releasing Abdel Basset el-Megrahi on compassionate grounds. The Libyan is expected to die within a few months from prostate cancer. There are reports that Britain influenced Scotland's decision to free el-Megrahi. The Pentagon has quietly changed a key policy on the detaining of suspected terrorists captured in Iraq and Afghanistan. NPR has confirmed that the military is now reporting the identities of those held in secret camps.
General David Petraeus instituted the change. It allows for greater transparency of the detention program, and it allows the Red Cross to better track what happens to detainees. In a related development, the CIA tomorrow is expected to release a scathing report by the agency's Inspector General from 2004 that details abuses that took place in CIA prisons. David Schaefer, NPR News.
Tens of thousands of South Koreans said goodbye to ex-President Kim Dae-jung during a state funeral in central Seoul today. Dwali Saikao-Tao was there and has this report.
A veces sí.
Offered prayers for 85-year-old Kim Dae-jung at the multi-faith ceremony. Despite the scorching heat, people were fighting to get into the state funeral service held at Seoul's National Assembly Plaza. Park Young-suk, a prominent supporter of the late South Korean president, gave a eulogy.
김대중이라는 이름이 불멸할 것이니 이들 역사 속에 쉬십시오. 대통령님.
Addressing him directly, she said the name of Kim Dae-jung will live forever, so rest in peace in history. Foreign dignitaries, including the American delegation led by former Secretary of State Madeleine Albright, were in attendance to mark the passing of an era. For NPR News, I'm Dwali Saikao-Tao in Seoul.
A huge wildfire fueled by gale force winds has fanned out across suburbs of Athens, Greece. Thousands have evacuated from cities north of the capital. The village of Marathon is pleading for more firefighters and equipment. A wildfire is racing down a mountain directly toward two ancient temples in the village. The fires have raged out of control for 3 days. This is NPR. Customers are streaming into car dealerships across the country today to take advantage of the final weekend of the popular Cash for Clunkers program. The $3 billion program gives consumers rebates of up to $4,500 on new fuel-efficient cars when they turn in their gas guzzlers. Nearly 500,000 cars and trucks were sold as the weekend began. The program ends at 8 o'clock Eastern Time Monday. Some car dealers have already ended the program, wanting to make certain they'll be reimbursed by the government by Monday night. Urban traffic noise is getting in the way of the mating habits of frogs in Australia, and some of them are finding creative ways to keep the romance alive. From Sydney, Stuart Cohen reports.
A study at the University of Melbourne has discovered that male frogs are having trouble making themselves heard over the rumble of traffic and other urban noise. Some frog species have seen the range of their mating calls reduced from nearly 1,000 yards to less than 50 feet near busy roads. Dr. Kirsten Harris carried out the research.
Using a lot of energy to call, and nobody out there can hear that.
Dr. Harris says some frogs are singing too.
The males are calling at a higher pitch, a high frequency, to move their calls further away from the low frequency traffic.
Dr. Harris found that frog populations in Australia's second largest city have been declining since she began her research in 2000. For NPR News,
President Obama and his family began their vacation after Hurricane Bill had passed. The Obamas are picking up the tab for their share of the $35,000 relief rental home. Taxpayers security staff is routine. I'm Carol Becca, NPR News in Washington.
Support for NPR comes from the Bill & Laura Hewlett Foundation, making grants to solve social and environmental problems at home and around the world on the web at Hewlett.
Lasher of the World's Theater Project. I was listening to All Things Considered, and I heard a story on the Liz Estrada Project. This was a peaceful worldwide demonstration in the form of a play reading of Liz Estrada. The women of Athens and Greece refusing to make love with their husbands until they gave up the war. And as soon as the story was over, I picked up the phone and I dialed the artistic director and said, we have to be a part of this. WLMN is my source of motivation to action.
This is Fresh Air Weekend. I'm Dave Davis, senior writer for the Philadelphia Daily News, sitting in for Terry Gross. Patton Oswalt's known for being funny. Along with his comedy albums and specials, including one that premieres this weekend on Comedy Central, he's done plenty of comic acting. He
co-starred in the TV show The King of Queens and in the animated film Ratatouille, where he was the voice of the main character, Remy the Rat. Now he's starring in his first dramatic role in the new movie, Big Fan. He plays Paul Offiero, who's a regular caller on his favorite sports talk radio station, where he's known as Paul from Staten Island. Outside of his obsession with the New York Giants, his life is pretty drab. He's 35, but still lives with and constantly quarrels with his mother. Has one friend. He works in his last group as a parking garage attendant. Here's Paul calling into the sports show. Occasionally, it's late at night, and in the middle of the call, he's interrupted by his mother in the next room.
Ahora se va para la caja. Allá se libra él.
I gotta tell you, I am feeling good tonight because in a little less than 48 hours, we are gonna
You won, didn't you?
totally shatter any flipper of hope that
Ya ganaste.
had going.
Queda viéndolo.
We've been messing with them
Ya
for the last
ganaste.
few